Hey my students, welcome back. So today we'll be talking about two main topics, that is drought and tsunami. So open page number 198. Shall we start? Okay. Now see, drought. Extreme shortage of water in a region is called drought. Yes. I told you drought means सूखा पड़ जाना. So when there is, it simply means सूखा पड़ जाना किस चीज से? When there is extreme shortage of water. Clear? Okay. It affects human beings, animals and agricultural production. Yes, human life is affected. We need water to drink and for many other activities. Animals require water. Plants require water for their synthesizing their foods. They are synthesizing their food in the process named as photosynthesis. So yes, all the living beings require water, and when there is extreme shortage of water, it is known as drought. Okay. Droughts still occur on a frequent intervals. However, its capacity to kill large number of people and animals now has been reduced to better drought management and development of irrigation and transport facilities. Okay, now coming to precautions against drought. Learn to harvest and conserve water at home. Yes, we need to practice rainwater harvesting. Conserve means to save water. Okay. Develop rainwater harvesting system. We need to see rainwater. We need to conserve rainwater. We need to protect rainwater. We can make large tunnels at our terrace, and then we can protect rainwater. We can conserve. We can conserve rainwater. Promote drip irrigation. Drip irrigation. Do not waste. See, in drip irrigation, a lot of water is not wasted. So we should practice drip irrigation. Increase forest cover through plantation. Yes, we should plant trees. It is not mandatory to plant a tree on Earth Day and Environment Day. On every time, anywhere you can plant a tree. Encourage crop insurance schemes. Plant drought resistant crops. We should plant those crops which doesn't require more of water. Now, last topic for today is tsunami. So, a tsunami develops when a large mass of water is displaced. This can be caused by an undersea earthquake or a volcanic eruption. When an undersea earthquake occurs, it causes large areas of sea floor to rise or subside. This leads to the occurrence of huge waves. Now, one question that I am giving to you is, you have to write major three differences between floods and drought. Clear? Okay. Precautions against tsunami. If you experience an earthquake that lasts for about 20 seconds or longer, when you happen to be in a coastal area, move to higher ground immediately after shaking stops. So if it occurs for more than 20 seconds, you need to move to a better or a safer place. Then in some cases, the sea water may recede up to 800 meters from the coast. Do not enter this temporary dry area as the sea water may come back soon. Yes. Know the height of your street above sea level and the distance from the coast. The areas of great risk are less than 10 meters above sea level and within 2 kilometers from the coast. Prepare a plan for evacuation route. Now, what is evacuation route? It is a route that you prepare for an emergency exit. Okay. From your house, school or workplace, you should be able to reach a safe location in 15 minutes. The tsunami warning system should be installed in high-risk zones that are more prone to this tsunami. There should be high alarming setups should be there. Warning system should be there. If you are visiting a place in high-risk zone, check with the hotel or tour operators about tsunami evacuation information. Whenever you are going to a coastal area or whenever you know you are visiting a place where there is high risk of tsunami, you should always call your hotels or your tour operators to know about the particular condition of the area. Discuss tsunami with your family as this will help reduce the fear and anxiety associated with it. Yes, you should not only discuss about tsunami but also all of your fears to your family, because it will help reduce your burden, and yes, you will be having a good and a better plan for future. Okay. Okay, so this way our chapter is over. I will be discussing exercises with you, and yes, you don't have to do distinguish. I will be giving you short answers and long answers. I hope you know you have to first write the quotation, page number, date, chapter number and the name of the chapter, terms of glossary, short answers and long answers. That's it. Clear? Okay. So coming to exercise A. A dash develops when a low pressure area is surrounded by high pressure. Cyclone. Which of the following states in India is not prone to tropical cyclones? It is Bihar. In India, floods mostly occur between June and September, because that is the main rainy season that is going on. Which of the following measures is not a precaution against drought? Deforestation, yes. Which of the following states of India will not be affected by tsunami? Punjab. Clear? Okay, now come to fill up. A hazard causing destruction is called a disaster. The intensity of an earthquake is measured on Richter scale. The forecasting of cyclone is done by the Indian Meteorological Department. The floods are more frequent in northern India. And most importantly, children, I am telling you exercises, so you also have to complete your book as well. Okay? I hope if you have any doubt, kindly call me or text me. And till then, take care of yourself, of your family, keep sanitizing, and yes, keep studying. Okay, bye-bye.